person sitting in this room will die. Not only will you lose our dear life and every interaction we've ever had with everyone else, all the memories we had, all of our knowledge, everything will be gone with our death. For many people, even thinking about that is a shame. So, for a long time, humans have fought for a solution to fix all those problems. And a solution would be immortality. If we could live forever, then we would have to lose any of that. Scientists suggest that mind uploading could be one solution and one approach to immortality. So today we're going to talk about mind uploads and its ethical implications. And here are the contents of our presentation. First, we're going to start up background information. We're going to tell you what it is, what its purposes, and some information regarding it. Then we're going to talk about the scenario in which humans live with uploads, and the ethical consequences and the future prospects we see. Some of you may have seen this one. It's a Netflix series called Black Mirror. It's a beautiful portrayal of AI in futuristic settings. It is about two women who are dying of old age, but they want to live their life once again. So they put their minds into a machine. It's similar way of mind uploading, and they live their life once again as young people. And it's a very beautiful portrayal. It takes on a controversial AI subject, and this one is what's similar to what we're presenting today. It explores the concept of virtual consciousness. So, what's the purpose of mind uploads? It can be seen in the example we have shown, and it is to achieve immortality.
So people have been fighting with immortality for a long time. They have been fighting in a biological ways, such as accomplishing the absence of aging or life extension. This is cryogenic freezing. It's one way of life extension, and it makes we live longer. But we can also be dead by a physical way, such as diseases or physical trauma. But that's not mind uploads. Mind uploads is the concept of digital immortality. Let's look at how mind upload is done. First, we need to scan each layer of the brain, mapping its features, copy it, transfer it, and store it into a computer or a humanoid robot. That sounds easy, right? But that's not easy in reality, because our brain is consists of 86 million neuron components, and it is very complex. So to scan every single detail and single component in our brain is impossible in present or 10 years or 20 years. But it might be possible in our lifetime. So we need to understand and know how to live with it.
So I will talk about the society with uploads. To begin with, artificial intelligence technology made its first appearance in the 19th century, and due to its powerful ability, it is feared that its dominance over humans will rise. And talking about my uploading technology, which can enable people who pass away in this world to live and interact with people in the society right now, it is possible that in the near future, they will be capable of replacing human regardless of their time. Because they started with almost the same amount of skill, because their brains is an embedded version from us. These are just some speculations, and I will talk about how living with uploads would be like. So, the original purpose of artificial intelligence is to assist human in various tasks, and the other purpose is to reduce the need of human labor. But what if there exists a powerful machine possessing a similar ability to humans, like these mind uploads? Surely that in the society that they live with us, they will live without the restriction to the role of serving human. And as technology progresses every day, and these mind uploads and artificial intelligence technology is getting more complex, it is getting harder to distinguish us from them. And then here's come this question. What does it mean to be human? Before answering this question, I would like to state a few important points. it is empathy and cognition. The first is cognition. Cognition means the process of assessing consequences based on previous experience and your knowledge. And not surprising that there are so many artificial intelligence with cognitive ability. And the next is empathy. Empathy is when you feel with another individual in a similar manner to the word putting yourself into their shoes. An example is that when you're feeling bad with your friend when they just complain about your visual life or when you feel pity for the maker of the things. But for me, empathy is more than this. Empathy forms connection. When two persons empathize together, they will begin to feel together and understand what the other is suffering. And I can say that empathy is the basic ability that forms human civilization. Because as connection progresses the relationship, these things will further entwine into a complex society of human nowadays. And to answer the question stated before, as artificial intelligence technology makes its appearance in society, it is not the cognitive ability that defines us as a human anymore, but instead, it is our abilities to empathize. Now, we would like to discuss the ethical consequences of the society with uploads. And one of the most prominent problems is that the discrimination problem between us and them. It's obvious that even in humans, many things act as a barrier separating us into many groups. Races, cultures, geographical borders, these things act as a wall, making people from another group getting harder to empathize together. And let alone those minor uploaders with so many differences from us, because they possess so many facial abilities compared to humans, and so many physical differences. And additionally, erasing the old image of machine serving human is really hard. Even though those machines are minor uploaders, which were human like us before. But, however, it is not only in the human side that we have proven empathizing with the other side. In the same way, those monologuers may not be able to empathize with us as well. Because if treated as an inferior class in the society, they might develop a thought that why they have to be in this position. Because they possess so many special abilities, such as powerful learning abilities compared to humans, and the most important thing, historical talent. And this will lead to they might develop the thought that they are the superior one. In this society, in human history, there are so many problems arise from the empathizing problem, such as in 1799, the French Revolution, which stemmed from the conflict between farmers and the king, and led to devastating consequences that changed the course of the world forever. Another near to present example is the breakdown of Yugoslavia in 1989, which stems from the ethnic conflict within the area. These further highlight the importance of empathizing together, and leading to the conclusion that even though government-free protocols are crucial in a society with others, the most important thing is to understand each other's systems. Treat them as a human, surpass relational barrier, and this will eventually lead to harmonious society with others. I will be further elaborate on how the government protocol should be.
So the government in the country that might not exist should do something with it. They should play a crucial role to help mind upload and human can live together. First, they need to encourage the understanding between human and mind upload through activities and education in schools. Second, they need to find space for mind upload to show their abilities and make sure that they are separated from human so they are not competing for their work. And there are some regulations that to consider after the establishment of mind uploads. We could have police AI to stop wrongful actions of mind uploads, or we can make an emergency kill switch in case that mind upload got broke, such as revolution. However, in the case of kill switch, more concerns arise whether if it would be ethically correct to kill AI when they cease to follow orders, and that is up to for the further debate.
And so, further from some regulations, so what should we do as the youth of today? So, for our presentation, I think it is very important for all of us to think about what would happen if these things would happen in our lifetime, because in the case we get to experience it, we would have to be prepared for it and be prepared for the consequences and the implications that would come after after mind uploading our lives. So, in the future, the conclusion is the future where we live with AI with similar cognitive abilities as us. It is important for us to avoid consequences from identity conflicts and discrimination and treat each other accordingly. So this is a recap of what we have talked about today. We have talked about the concept of mind uploading, what it is, what its purpose serves, and how being human and artificial is different, and some things to consider from that. And I would like to finish this presentation with a quote that from my English teacher, who's the reason we are here today. He says that in the end, we might ask ourselves what it means to be human, but perhaps the most important thing is our ability to ponder the question. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful presentation. Now we will go on to the panel discussion. After Team 2, Hana Academy Seoul asks questions. Team 3 will ask questions.
First, thank you for your wonderful presentation. You guys talked about the mind openings and the immortality that human can have in the future. But I want to ask you about the cost problems of mind uploading. In the future, you said that it's gonna be okay in 10 or 20 years. So, is there some things that tell us about the cost problems in the future that you can have in these mind uploadings?
Thank you for your question. And for the person, I think it would be very expensive, mind uploading and all the artificial intelligence that would have to put in the process of copying the brain and putting it into a machine. But in the future, let's say that the process becomes very cheap, that everyone can access it, and mind uploading becomes widespread everywhere, and maybe as abundant as humans. So that would be the case of a society of mind uploads. But in the future, maybe in 50 or 60 years, it may not be widespread enough and not clear enough to see some of the effects we have talked about. But I think we're talking more about it is actually a global thing. So yeah, the cost would be pretty high, but in the future, everyone may be able to access it. So that's what we're trying to speculate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any questions left? You can start questions.
You did a very good job just now, and thanks for giving us a brilliant presentation. But I still have a question that you say that if everyone has its mind uploading, how about that everyone has it, but we also have the next generation? So can you imagine that what the society will be?
Thank you for your question. I would like to answer that in the new society that mind uploading become accessible for everyone and become prevalent in the society. I think that this new society would be very diverse because what mind uploading grants one individual is not only the digital immortality, but a powerful ability of learning that comes with the base technology of this technology, that is the artificial intelligence. What I think is that in the new society with mind uploads, humans will be able to progress in many fields with the fastest pace we have ever seen. And this new society will be really diverse. This is my speculation.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any questions left? Maybe we can move on to the Q&A session with the audience. Please follow these 3 rules. First, please keep the question brief. Second, identify yourself before you have a question. Third, wait for the microphone before you say the question. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
First of all, thank you for your wonderful presentation. And my question is that if the mind uploads can be possible, and the backupping the memory can be possible, would it be possible for the actions and habits which the person had can be seen to the other person who got the mind upload of that person?
So thank you for the question, and we think that our behavior or habit that we have when we are human and when our brain is copied into a computer, our emotion, knowledge, and all information in our brain that is us will be transferred into a machine or a robot that we want to.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm from Hana. And you talked about mind uploading, and from your presentation, I thought that the mind uploading is a process in which human can exist after they're dead, right? So I heard a quote that says, the meaning of life is that it stops. So basically it means that it's natural. If there's birth, there should be death. So isn't this technology of mind uploading going against the natural flow, which means it's kind of unethical?
Thank you. That's a very interesting aspect to look at it. Well, in case of mind uploading, which its approach is digital immortality, let's talk about one of the most fantastic mathematicians of all time. He was creating new theorems all the time. I can't remember his name right now, but sadly he died of cancer when he was 30. Well, the world could have used a lot of more knowledge from him. So I think while it may be unethical in some aspects that we extend the life of the human to even immortality, but in some cases I think it is more useful, and that is worth it, I think, for us to maintain the information that some are very useful. So I think that outweighs the unethical aspects of mind uploading.
Okay, thank you so much.
My name is Taewon Kim from Jamsil Middle School, and you said that the cost of the mind uploading robot will be pretty high, so the poor cannot afford it. And it'll cause catastrophe in the future society itself. Therefore, do you have any solution for the poor?
Thank you very much for your question. In our group's point of view, when every technology made first appearance, the cost is very high. And clear example is the first introduction of smartphone into our society, which cost incredibly high for one individual to be able to afford. But for our group's view, when technology progress for an enough time, it would be able to distribute to most of the people in the society because to the market regulation process. And for our group's view, in the future that if technology exists, it will eventually come to the point that the technology will be able to access to anyone. And this is the answer to the question. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Kim Junan from Seoul Middle School, and thank you for your presentation. My question is: you said that the reason, the most defining factor of a human is their ability to empathize and their ability to ponder the question, what does it mean to be human? Then do you think that the people who are unable to do that physically or psychologically don't count as human? And if so, what do you think makes them different from the AI or the animals that we might see in the future? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question. That's a really interesting one. In our group's view, the purpose of this technology is that to extend the meaning of life. Because when any individual suffers an unexpected incident that shut them from the opportunity of living in this life, like those in the incidents in so many different kinds in our society. And our group's point of view is that human is human. It's not dependent on your races, your cultures, or even your physical appearance or your physical status. But being born in this world is enough for you to be a human. Every time we look at the meaning of the question, and we ponder that what is the meaning of our life, what we are living for, this is enough for us to call ourselves a human. And this technology purpose is to give a new chance to the people who lose the chance and be the unlucky one who suffer. Thank you.
Thank you for your intriguing presentation. I am Guga Uruk from Sydney Willow University Kasami Administration School. And I would like to ask that since humans are mortal, they die, we feel it's part of our instinct to reproduce. But if we achieve immortality, will there be any reason for us to reproduce? And if it's widespread and everyone can access it, would there be any reason for us to even live as human beings, like an actual biological human?
Thank you for your very interesting question. Well, in the future, if immortality gets achieved, whether biological or digital, some people are concerned about the overwhelming of the population. But I think when it is achieved, I think we will eventually find a point where everything is in equilibrium. So we have to find a balance between the human population and immortal population, whether a robot or mind uploads or any kind of media. So I think we'll keep that for the research, but yeah, I think we'll find a point where everything is balanced, and we'll have to, if we don't, we still have to find that in someday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kim Tae-hyun from Carmel Middle School. You said that you use one upload to eat longer, right? So when the AI uses the information the scientist gave about the person, or the person uses the information the scientist gave about that person, then is it a real person that is living, or the AI that has the information about the person? So is it true that the person lives longer, or is it an AI that is living?
Thank you for the question. The answer for this question yet remain unknown for centuries. Human searching for immortality started from like 3,000 years ago. And your question asking that whether that putting your information into the artificial intelligence, turning into the mind would result in yourself or an AI that looks exactly like yourself. This question is still remain unknown because no one has fully done research about these topics, and we hope that we have a chance to be able to answer the question someday. Thank you.
Thank you. Please give another big hand to the team from Mahira with Hana in Seoul School.